Hey guys, how you doing? I thought I'd put together here a video series. First, first one I'm gonna call it's Wargaming brand of Kool Aid censorship, and it's gonna be part one of like a three-part series dispelling some wargaming CC myths of this game, and with some hopefully self-explanatory video examples. I'm not sure if I'm going to do like a back-to-back series or anything like that, or just kind of one at a time, just to kind of get the points across. Anyhow, this is first of three long videos talking, trying to make a point. Sorry. Wargaming wants to sell you a brand of Kool Aid, and you can either drink the Kool Aid or realize that the Kool Aid's not what you thought it was. The Kool Aid actually is sprinkled with sparkly sugar-colored bullshit, and if you believe the bullshit, well, then that's on you. You can choose to believe whatever you want to believe. But I'm telling you, Wargaming and their CCs are selling you a fucking a brand, and that may or may not be accurate. In your experience, in my experience, it's not at all accurate, and it's not at all truthful with some of the CCs. Namely, that this game is fair to all. You know, anybody can pick up and play and have the exact same chance of winning and losing as the next guy. That's just not true. Later on I'll show you video evidence for what I'm talking about, where guys have done examples that I could show over and over again, but perfect examples of you guys who know how to win, you guys who don't know how to fucking prove what it takes to win, what it is important to do at the time in order to, and how those have nothing to do with fucking win rates. They have nothing to do with fucking stars on your fucking gun barrel. But anyhow, let's go back to when I first started playing this game. Oh, look who's left here. Look who's left on our team. These guys are all bitched themselves into a fucking corner, top tier 10 tanks. It's a fucking loss. It's an easy victory for the enemy team. Why? And that's the focus of the videos here. Guys bitching themselves into a fucking corner, and it results in a loss, of course. And I have no control over who I get put with as a teammate. This guy was out at the front, he was fighting, he's trying, but the fucking guys at the back, they let the whole fucking team down. Useless. Camping. Camp and lose. So you pick up on that as we're going along, camp and lose theme. Guys who are late don't want to get involved, and the team pays for it. I have no control over the matchmaking in this game. Neither do you. And when I first started playing this game, I was all excited about it. I followed it PC and it was finally coming to I couldn't play the PC version because I'm an old guy, and I've been around, and my fucking fingers hands, wrists are all fucking beat up, and I can't play the mouse and keyboard thing. It fucking hurts. Even a fucking controller fucking hurts. But I came across this. So I was new to the game, and I came across in the forums. I learned about the forums, started reading the forums. And this was a long time ago when it first came out for PS4. And this guy posted on the forums. It was an article that had been translated into English. And it was from a former Wargaming employee, PC employee. Wargaming PC. World of Tanks employee. And he said in that article, amongst other things, that Wargaming controls every single variable within this game. And you say, of course, right? Well, of course they do, right? But he says, in every single match, for every single person within that match, the variable is being controlled. And I didn't take a screenshot of that article because I was, number one, excited about the game, and number two, I thought, okay, so maybe just a disgruntled employee, right? Which is what other people were saying on the forum. But within a month, I was always taught in my education to be a critical thinker, think critically, question everything, analyze everything, whether it's true or false, think for yourself. And that got me into trouble with my work career. Because my work career was about, you fucking follow orders. That's it. And off we got in fucking a lot of trouble. But I never let go of that, thank God. I thought it's more important to think critically and not swallow the fucking Kool Aid from everybody to try to stuff down your throat, because the often the Kool Aid is full of fucking bullshit. It's just fucking bullshit. But most people, especially today, newer generation, right? I don't know what they fucking. That's what I was taught in school. Think critically, right? Question. Think. Does this make any fucking sense? I don't know what they teach in school now, but they don't teach that anymore. They teach people to just. They teach people what to think, right? But this is what we want you to think, rather than how to think. How to think. I used to love the old philosophers, the old Greek philosophy. And those guys, anyhow, not just Greek, but I used to love philosophy. Anyhow, enough of that. It's this article, I realized within a month that everything that this guy had said about this game was true. You don't have fucking control of anything in this fucking game. And that's just bullshit that fucking Wargaming think and propagated, thankfully, for their sake, by their fucking free fucking advertising CCs. They propagate this fucking shit. I'm sorry. You know what you control in this fucking game? In the console version? You control 3 fucking things. The left thumbstick, the right thumbstick, and your fucking trigger finger. And you don't even really control your fucking trigger finger. Honestly. Once you press that trigger, Wargaming takes over once again. You don't have any fucking control over it. Even if you're properly aimed in at that shot, you don't have any control over what that shot's going to do or not going to do. Wargaming does. You can do your best. I got a good trigger finger. The fucking RNG takes over and RNG does whatever RNG wants to do. So, and you don't have any control over matchmaking either. So when guys are bragging about their fucking win rates equal skill and all this other fuck, and stars on the barrel equals skill. This is fucking nonsense. Because you control 3 things in this game, and wargaming, once you multiply all the different variables that are in this game, I'll go over those in another video, but there are thousands and thousands in every single possible variations in every single match for every single player. But you control 3 fucking things in this game. So you tell me. I think I came across a quote there. Got distracted, forgot to highlight it. It's from Wayne Gretzky. Hopefully you know who Wayne Gretzky is. He says if you're playing in the defensive zone all the time, you're not playing winning hockey. And I use that as an example for these gameplays. Because time after time these guys are sitting in the fucking defensive zone as far away from the fucking objective, which is the opposite net, as possible. And when you're doing that, you're playing a losing game. And I understand why guys do that, because wargaming rewards that kind of gameplay. Often when you pay attention to the end screens and this and the other videos I'll show you, these guys are finishing top 5. Why are they fucking finishing top 5 when they're the ones responsible for the loss? And this is how I want you to think and look at it critically. They're fucking doing nothing but helping themselves. They're not helping the team. They're not playing the team game. There's 15 other fucking guys on this fucking team. You think they give a fuck about those 15 other guys? Or 14 other guys? They don't. They don't give 2 shits. They're worried about their fucking stats. They're worried about, they're trying to get stars on their fucking barrels or something. All this bullshit myth that they sell you, the Kool Aid that they try and get you to drink, to think that's what makes a good player. Well, not in a fucking team game, it's not. If you're not doing the difficult things, you're not going to the hard. The reason I use Gretzky, and number 1, because people know him, and number 2 is because hockey is like the ultimate team sport. And maybe you old timers don't get pissed off at me, because I know hockey isn't what it used to be. It's not as tough as it used to be, not even close. It's fucking old guys, man, they're fucking tough and mean and brutal. And hockey is sanitized in comparison to what it used to be. But still, despite all that, in hockey, guys know what it takes to win. Or at least winning teams do. And when you talk about this culture in hockey, bring a winning culture, a winning culture. A winning culture is going to those hard areas. Having guys who are willing to go to the front of the net. Having guys who are willing to go into the corners and take a beating. And dish out a beating. And that's, I don't know, that's like a lost concept. And you know, I know this is just a fucking video game, I get it, right? But what happened to those guys? Those guys are all gone since 6.0. And how many more guys? Everything I'm saying here about World of Tanks is even worse than that. World of Warships. World of Warships fucking can't even play it. Can't play it. It fucking drives me insane. And the games there, they're so drawn out. They go through a whole 15 minutes. But here, the games last like 5 minutes more tolerable. So speaking of that, if the games are only lasting 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and you're doing fuck all in those first 2 minutes of the game, what do you think's gonna happen? That means you've done fuck all. You're still trying to pull your thumbsticks, you know, the thumbs controlling your thumbsticks out of your fucking ass for the first 2 minutes. Look at where these guys are. They haven't even left the fucking base yet. So I realize this game is over. I'm done. There's nobody over there watching my back. Oh, there is one guy, but he's tied up. He's got his hands full. These other guys are sitting at there and he fucking left the base yet. So how do you win? How do you win with a team like that? The answer is you don't. And I don't know if you want to take advice from an old bastard, you know, who's been around the block, but maybe you don't. That's okay, but this is not how to win. This is how to help yourself. And I think it's kind of a societal thing, you know, that it's the way people are now. Yeah. Fucking team. What's team? They don't know what the fucking team is. They never had a job that is dependent on a teamwork. They've never fucking played, you know, sport in them. Maybe fucking soccer, but you know, I'm talking about a fucking sport, you know, that's physical, you know, hockey, football, shit like that, right? Fucking soccer. So they have no idea of these kinds of concepts. Not a fucking clue. And I'm probably talking to myself right now for the most part, you know, as usual. No, nobody gets what I'm saying. And but if you're one of those people, and when I first started playing this game, too, not first, like when I came across that article, by the way, was quickly censored. Wargaming is the original censorship and cancel culture gaming company. Wargaming is, before it was even a thing, to cancel people and censor because you didn't like what they said or thought, because they thought differently than you. Wargaming was at the front end of that. That article was quickly taken down. Every time I brought up that article in the future, like when I clued in, hey, you know, this was a month into the game, I realized everything in that article was true. When the subjects like this fucking bullshit that they try and propagate came up in the forums, I'd say, I would quote that article sometimes, and I get fucking banned. Can't even bring it up. You know, it's like it never happened. You're not allowed to talk about that. Oh man, I get fucking banned and censored from the fucking forums all the time. Discord's no. You use a bad word in Discord now. Shit your pants. Fuck. Yeah, that's it. You're done there. It's pointless. It's all run by a bunch of fucking pussies, right? You have very limited life experience. And so, bringing me back to this, back when you used to be able to talk in game, I had this guy, you know, when people used to talk to each other in this game, before they, you know, the fucking soybean sucking fucking blue haired pansy fucks took over and made it. You God forbid if you say something on Sony anymore to somebody crying or some fucking censorship police is coming to your door to take your fucking PlayStation away from you. Because, you know, you offended something you said, offended some fucking blue-haired, multicolored sock freak. This guy said to me, he gave me shit. I was in a... I went up heavy line first. All the heavy tanks, and I finally got the mouse. I'm really proud of myself about the mouse. I was on this Please 6.0 map. They don't even have it anymore. And I went with this group of other guys to try and do a flanking thing with my mouse. And this guy spoke up and gave me shit. He said, what the fuck are you guys doing over there? You took yourself right out of the fucking game. And we weren't sitting still like these fucks. These fucks hadn't even moved. We were moving. And he says to me, he called me by my name. It was a different PlayStation name that I was using then. He called me out by name. He says, what the fuck are you doing in a mouse? It's too slow. You're taking a fucking heavy, slow tank over there. Why? He called me out by name. And I realized that guy was right. I took that advice, and I have never forgot it. It was fucking years ago. Never forgot what that guy said. He was 100% right. So if you're the kind of person who can still take some advice without getting offended, you know, without shitting your fucking drawers and wanting to report somebody, censor them, get rid of them because you don't like their opinion, then this video is not for you. Obviously, you can't fucking do it as far as I'm concerned. I don't have tolerance for fucking idiots. But this is for guys who are willing to say, hey, maybe I made a mistake here. Maybe what these guys are saying is right. Maybe everything I'm being told by the CCs isn't right. How they fucking play is maybe not the right way to play. You think that they get the same RNG treatment and matchmaking treatment that the average guy, especially, you know, like the forums, right? No, you better stay in line with Wargaming. You better stay in line or we fucking censor you. You think the same thing happens here in the game? You better be a good fucking boy. So the game is not, and I'll prove that with some other guys' explanation and some evidence, and as well as some video to back it up. What I'm talking about there. This game's not equal for everybody. Those guys are getting, there's free advertisement for Wargaming. I heard one CC, he's got a big channel. And I don't dislike any of these guys. And some of them, they just can't think properly. You know, these things, they contradict themselves. One CC advocates skills as being related to win rate. You know, so you'll see this over and over again amongst the CC. Skill relates to win rate. Yet, the same guy minutes later brought up when somebody, not me, some people, it's obviously in the comment section, he's trying to dispel a rumor that CCs get preferential treatment, right? They're not getting the same matchmaking you do. They're not getting the fucking same RNG that you do. or I do, or somebody Wargaming doesn't like, or doesn't have any fucking use for. So he says, in order to dispel that rumor, he say, since I became a CC, it's not true, because since I became a CC, my win rate has declined. What the fuck are you talking about? Right? You just finished saying that your fucking skill equals win rate. So since what you're saying then, if that's true, what you're saying then is since you became a CC and supposedly learned more about the game, learned more about the maps, the strengths and weaknesses of each tank, I mean, you're doing fucking reviews on them, that your skill rate must have declined over that time because your win rate has declined since you became a CC. Isn't that what you fucking say? But no, they can't put that together. Like the fucking logic ability, the thinking ability is just that's shit. What the fuck are you saying? And you know, it's, I get it, maybe it's a generational thing, you know, these guys, they don't fucking, they're not taught to even, they just say stuff. You know, think if it's logical or not, if it makes any sense, if it contradicts what they just fucking said 2-3 minutes ago in the same fucking video. It's laughable. It's laughable. I don't mean to insult them, you know, I watch them too, but I'm watching a lot of gameplay. I watch a lot of guys' videos. Both on PC and console. CCs, you know, just like everybody else does. But this camping thing and sitting at the back waiting for other guys to do there's a guy on a very famous YouTuber on the PC version, and he used to throw out the term tourist. He still does. Tourist, oh, there's a tourist. And what he means by that is some guy who's out at the front. And I guess, to his credit, he said for himself and his channel that some guys had corrected him in his comments section. And those guys pointed out, to his credit, he acknowledged them himself. He says, you know what, you need those tourists, those guys you call tourists, you need those guys to go up front. Because those guys are doing the hard work, those guys are going to the hard area that you're not willing to. Never in your fucking gameplay are you going to the fucking hard areas. No, he's running back and forth on the 1 yard line. And not even the 1 yard line, he's running back and forth in his own end zone half the time. Or he goes to his spot that he likes and he will not move from there unless it's safe to do so. These guys have something in common. If you watch their gameplay, if you analyze them, they don't understand a team concept that's completely selfish. And I get that. They're trying to make videos that people want to watch. They don't know what a teammate is. They don't give a shit about a team. They will not go to a teammate's aid. No, not if it means they might be put at risk. They will go only when it's safe. They will not go to an objective. I've heard CCs on these console version talk about, you know, making excuses why they don't go to an objective. Well, you need somebody to go to. Somebody's got to go to a fucking objective if you're not willing to. Right? Otherwise, if the enemy team goes to the objective, it's fucking over. Because you're nowhere to be seen. And those guys who are going forward, you would assume, it being a combat game, that if you're staying behind them, you're covering them. You're watching their back. You're watching over their shoulders. Another completely foreign concept to these guys. They don't give a fuck. They're not watching your fucking back. They're not watching over your shoulder. You know, what are you thinking? They don't even think like that. So I'm just, if you're a new guy, or if you're a guy as frustrated as I am with the gameplay, and maybe some stupid shit that these fucking CCs come up with, man. Guys who've never been in a goddamn fight in their life, or fucking even play team sport that's a little bit rough. You don't have to listen to that bullshit. You don't have to play like that. You know, you certainly won't get any respect from me. Not that my respect is important, but the respect of your team, acknowledgement of your team. Even if a guy just says to himself, hey, that guy did a good job. He did what nobody else did. If it wasn't for that guy, go into that open flank, let's say, an exposed flank, he knows he's got to plug that hole, at least temporarily, for us to have a chance to win. You know, some guys acknowledge that, and other guys don't get it. It goes right over their fucking head. So, just when you're playing this game, when you're watching guys, when you're watching their videos, even when you're dying and watching what other guys do or do not do, have these kinds of concepts in mind. What winning teams do, what they're willing to do, and what guys who just want to have a fucking YouTube channel do. You know, it's often completely different shit. And I remember often you'll see these guys at the end of the match, they're doing you know, they're finishing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the team, but they haven't moved from their spawn. And see what you want about Cookie Baby, you know, I don't know, fucking Cookie Baby, I don't really even fucking care, but I tell you, he knows more. He's forgotten more about this fucking game and the tanks and weak points and strengths, overmatch ability, and all, you name it. He's a student of this game, and he will call often what guys are doing at the end of the game. He'll call it useless damage. He uses the term useless damage, and that's 100% accurate. You watch videos, and once you see it, you won't unsee it, hopefully, if you got half a fucking brain. What guys are doing at the end is virtually useless damage. The game is fucking over. I can tell within the first 30 seconds of this game. 50,000 matches under my belt. More than. It's probably 60 now, whatever. What they're doing at the end of the game is purely selfish shit. It has nothing to do with their team. The game is over. The game is, I can tell with unbelievable accuracy, I'd say 80 to 85%, 85% accuracy within the first 30 seconds, where if it's going to be a win or a loss because of where guys deploy and where they won't. Once in a while I'm surprised. The only time I'm usually surprised is when the enemy team fucks up in their final closing. When they're finally pressing the attack, they fuck it up. They can fuck it up in two ways. They all attack from one direction, or they attack one at a time, or both. And make it easy for the defending team to win. But often you'll see, of course, guys, no better than that, especially on the teams that are against me, they split off. They split off so that they're attacking from multiple different angles. And what's happening right here, what's happening right here now, it's over. These guys bitch themselves into a corner. I call this bitching yourself into a corner. They were there the whole fucking game. Now they're bitched into a corner. Why? Because they're surrounded. They've closed the gap. They're drawing the noose tight around their necks. And it's over. Just this last, heavily armored guy who should have been at the front. Damping in the back. So, I'm put on these fucking teams over and over and over again. That's the point of the video. Over and over. I got no control over it. I got no control over it. I control my left thumbstick, my right thumbstick. I don't control anything else. Wargaming does. If I had any control over it, I wouldn't be on these fucking guys' teams. They're not teammates. They don't know anything about winning or losing or a team. They're just in it for themselves. Look at them. Look at where they finish. They're rewarded by Wargaming for this. I'm not rewarded for going forward, doing the hard stuff, going to the hard areas in the front of the net, into the corners, taking hits. No, they're rewarded for hanging back there. Anyhow, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.